Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium.
Looks like we have more to discuss with those so-called hardy boys. Nothing will make them respect the RCM, but it will disrupt the game they prepared for us. We just stripped off one layer of whatever it is. Her decision to not corroborate their story was definitely not... What else could she have done? Lie? She saw there was no way to lie and get away with it. If not you, then me. It was a smart move from her. You think so? Being candid is the best way to lie. She may be trying to control the pace of the investigation.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I don't know. It is not the first closed door we found. I don't know. The vigilantes?
It's barred from... Sounds like it's heavy. Must be something valuable inside to go through the trouble of protecting it.
Me think so too, but we can't go in there right now, so let's not bother. 3%'s not shit, and I don't want to hurt myself. Bottles! Let's go find that smoker now. Opioid receptor antagonist. Gotta go the wrong way. Long way around. Okay, people here are going to bed or whatever. Need to find that smoker. I wonder if that one menace of a girl is still out. She probably is. Yep. Money. It's a hit. Yeah, I know it's nighttime.
This door is made of no one.
We should return tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Okay, so it is tomorrow. Man, I could have sworn I didn't have to... I didn't initially say that, I swear. Oh, I could have just went in through this way. Or... Oh, derp. I guess I save and then talk to the Hardy Boys again. I don't want to stretch out things to go for too many days because Gart wants his money. I don't have enough for 2 more days. Granted, I'll get more money, I assume, but still. Hey, you.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not.
You
Okay.
could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
Glenn.
Even a mod? Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
Apparently not a very great one if you're with these losers. Sad. Hey, Hardy
Clowns are
bitch.
still hanging around. What is it now? Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
No, she's a whore now.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore.
He
Nor
totally
did he
did.
say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down. And she doesn't.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know.
Wow.
A crazy bitch.
What the
You
hell,
know
guys?
type. She's fucked up.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the
Lawman,
bullshit.
I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
I didn't.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking...
Hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy! Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried.
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality.
Look,
Uh-huh.
Copper. We know that that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape. Show it to him, T.
Here, jerkwad, listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where
Alright.
can I listen to this? Why don't you...
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Your room had one. Or maybe it's too broken.
You don't care about evidence.
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the.
I
These
won't
guys are
be on
fuckers.
your bulletin board.
There's a lot of questions.
You think we go into this shit deaf and dumb?
Yes.
You RCM aren't the only ones who know how to bug people. There's no university degree for...
Actually, there are a few. Crypto analyst, radio officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have one. Smart ass. We have machines. We're in...
Understood? You've listened in.
Since way before their chief started taking swing lessons.
All right.
Things got nice and quiet after that.
It's not advanced. You just hold up in a coop all day. Right?
Writing
Don't
down.
put yourself down, Angus. It's important work.
Yeah, man. You're like a radio genius.
Don't forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy. You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
All right. I don't know if going to bed earlier helps or not, but
Yes?
items.
Well, hello. Someone seems to have found himself a bottle of alcohol. Here, light reflects off the green glass of the Commodore Red. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this alcohol container laughably easy to open. A child could have done it. There's a satisfying pop as the cork jumps out, and the hair on your back rises like nothing. Some mental, a golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it into a happy, gooey mess. So does your mind. All the bad things are melting.
Yep.
You're you again.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument, half light.
From the void we came.
I'm actually gonna load. Interesting.
Yes?
The compact tape player is still. The machine was made in Revachol by a. There's no fixing this one. Best find a new player.
All right. Wash up.
This is not the cleanest bathtub. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
I want to live forever with the corpse smell, memento mori and stuff. Let's
The
make a bath.
bathtub. The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid.
Amniotic fluid.
A few beer cans are. Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub, but it's easier than being alone with you. You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. Then, houses along a narrow street. A video rental. Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny wood. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are caught.
Done. I was told I can change how I look with this mirror. Oh, that mirror, maybe?
A mirror hangs
there we
above
go.
a bent and broken
That's a door.
sink. In a fierce discharge, was this not the same Elo that founds? And probably not. No. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Wipe the
As
mirror.
you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Behold.
Hey, it's better.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you? Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh, wait. Is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why? Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself. Oh, my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? Please promise yourself you are not going to try it on any of the ladies, whatever happens. You liar. You can't even tell the truth to yourself. Go ahead. Try something. Like the rest of you.
God damn it.
It comes from a bad place, somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now. A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, the faucet
There we
is
go.
quite terrible. You handle the chain cutters deft. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it. The fan stands still.
All right, well, I guess I'll go real quickly to Joyce. Come on, run. Run, Mr. Dubois. I do like Everett's voice a little bit.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality? My faith. Are you sure you're sure?
Yeah, what's a pale?
Okay. The pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered Windy, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and an oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not...
Sounds like fake
The
news.
negation of being.
That's right. The negation of being. No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there. 6,000 an uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's it's difficult to describe or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
The further into pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be...
There's a slippery article in there.
Is it the pale or pale?
Pale when it's particular, this territory of pale. The pale when it's pale in its entirety. Once you've seen it, language balks at the difference.
How do we get from Isla to Isla?
Oh, it is so difficult for us.
Sounds like fake news to me.
A squall of birds. Hardware operating in the harbor. Firm. Self-evident.
It is possible to force dimensions on the pale in modern time, but it is still hard for humans to navigate the pale without getting lost or having our minds damaged.
It can damage the mind?
Extensively.
How?
Some
Maybe it happened to
say
me.
The damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
All right.
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of pale exposure per year.
It's more for her. Way more.
No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia.
I have a name.
I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of pale transit annually.
Someone else you've met may have been exposed as well. The strange grey-haired woman in her lorry.
Yes, carried in the hulls of airships. It's a horrific job. Automation will abolish it soon.
You should ask the pal driver about this. See what she...
Up to my gills, officer.
An acidic smile on her lips. It's getting worse every year.
Entropanetics is the scientific study of the pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of grad. The study of the pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
All right.
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian Super E-Solar. It was not merely...
Did they cross it?
Signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic?
Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near pale to far pale. In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely, then they don't.
Uh-oh.
Like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
The pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Yep.
What do you think, detective? Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate.
Disco.
An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge.
Yeah.
I suggest you do the same. It doesn't look like you're doing the same. The suggestion was meant in... Yes, sweet. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything? Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
Yes.
Your ailing constitution, sweaty forehead, the beads there, and your heavy breathing.
Oh, yes.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, detective. I hope so. I truly do. If I may suggest, hold on to your colleague, Kitsuragi. I ran a check on him and he is very competent. In the meanwhile, you have me. I will assist you in any way I can, even if we have to do it one basic term at a time. Glad to have been of assistance.
All right, let's go back to the whirling in rags. Savoir-faire. No, I don't want to do that. That would suck to lose a thought for... So I guess you gotta be very careful about trying to do these. Perception. Ding! I don't quite get how the, how this guy is the lower morale, but the, emotion guy is supposed to be one that's susceptible to sanity issues. Hey, guard.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those. Yes.
I want to snitch.
Can I help you? Another thing. Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building. Yeah, neither do I. Thank you for telling me, I guess. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. Yes?
Experience. Woohoo!
The bed is still cold from... The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks.
I really should try and warm it up. You know, patch up. Like, talk to Gart and he fix up the
Here
window.
we are again, my broken bird. The waves are coming.
Jeez.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
No.
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it.
Maybe a bit.
Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
Jeez.
But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Really?
Sure,
like people.
You do. They're
at least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself. while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to ride.
Am I gonna go back out and talk to the hanging corpse again, or am I waking up from norm? Huh? Nope, day 3. I guess if I go downstairs, you're gonna be there. I think it was yesterday, right? Yep. Who's this?
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notes.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Why?
A patrol officer is the lowest rank in the RCM, below lieutenant and sergeant.
Yes, I am. I know.
Here's the real deal.
It's hard to tell whether he's sarcastic or sincere, but if you had to guess...
I'm definitely not the cavalry. I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you? No, you're not. You're not the... Okay, fine.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
What precinct?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
You're getting an intellectually unsatisfying...
I don't...
Don't say anything, Judith. Me? Yeah. No. I'm just a man with sunglasses. I like wearing sunglasses inside. Sunglasses and a fucking wig.
Okay.
I'm just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
Yes.
A horse-faced woman.
Woman who just wants to do her job. That's...
Something about the man with sunglasses and you. The energy between you.
You look like shit. And I don't mean that as a metaphor. Wow. You seem stable. And in control.
Oh, wow.
So what do you want?
There's something about this guy that matches with a face in your... He might be wearing a disguise.
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like? Not the prophet shit again.
There's something that binds you to him. Yes, nurses. Why not?
Why, yes. Yes, I am a male nurse. How could you tell? Oh, you've done a lot more with ether than just look into it. This was stupid.
Who's this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
No. Cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging? Actually, I don't want to hear you say
Yes, you do.
things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want...
Hear that? You should say things. Say suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related...
You think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting? Okay, well... I don't know. Why are you?
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating. And
oh my god, there's more. You want some... Okay, why not? So, do you know who hanged him? I don't know. Oh my god. Watch out for yourself, loser.
that voice, so...
Oh really? I wonder where.
Oh yeah.
That's the where you remember me from? Okay then. It's pro...
Can't really change out of these rags. Well, you're in the whirling rags.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Cracked it. All in a good... What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. Yes.
Yes.
And you found him. Didn't she repeatedly tell you her husband isn't missing? There's no need for champagne when there's honor recruit.
Found your husband.
God damn it, I already told you. My husband, and I specifically added that I didn't need to know. Very well then. Where is he? Excuse me? Right, cause working class women come with alcoholic husbands. You know what?
Remember, about that what. Never ever say what.
You were right. I do have an alcoholic husband. Although not that one.
Hopefully it's not me.
Ah, blam. Knew it.
I did, and he is. No, he's not. Or maybe he is, I don't know. I haven't seen him for... Well, to hell with him.
I wouldn't be so sure. Man, just to be completely clear, do you want to report?
Report what? He's just out drinking with his friends. I'm sure the police has better things to do than to chase down local goof...
They're not all they're cracked up to.
He's right. Missing person cases most often involve runaway teenagers.
Yep.
Demented old people.
That's how it works.
The victims usually turn up by themselves after a day or two spent missing. There's not much searching to do.
Why not?
Because people either show up on their own or you never find them. All right then.
What kind of questions? Honestly, not that different from you. Oh,
Let's
thank
go.
God, no. It hasn't come down... Well, he's slightly chubby. What
Okay.
else? He was wearing a dark brown leather jacket with a bright blue inner lining. It's his cool jacket. God knows it's too cold to run around.
Who cares about the cold when you have your cool jacket
to wear?
You can completely sacrifice.
I even tried throwing it away once, but he just dug it out of the bin. Well, what can you do? I hope that at least that extra lining helps.
When'd you last see him?
Morning, he went to the library. He went to retrieve my book, and he promised, because we talked about this. We talked about not wandering off again.
Gone for around 36 hours then. Damn, this is a missing persons case. She turns away from you.
So you are going to look. Thank you.
I'll find him.
Please do. Even though I'm sure he will return.
I'm sure he will too. When he does, would you let
I will. Of course, officer.
Alright, well, let's go down to the pawn shop and get the player. Drama, spirit, decor. Oh, there's no reason for me to wear the disco one other than style.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and you're...
A discount?
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Doorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. Sir,
4 real is offensively low, but just this once. For the music, concrete, cop. And here you are.
Cool. Alright, I guess let's go down here.
A rusting control. You grab the handle and pull. The water lock starts moving.
Disco Elysium, play the tape. Yeah, I figure there's no way to fucking fix it in one room.
If we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Okay, we'll figure it out eventually. Ba-dum.
Yes? Wonderful. What is your takeaway? It all seems unreal, Detective.
It does, yeah.
In actuality, the Pale is no more unreal than, say, water or death. Or that we are stuck behind our eyes, between our own ears, talking.
I guess I need a certain spot to play the tape at, so I might need to be back in my room.
Large topics are not my forte. You seem stable enough. Keep it.
I don't like this little halo I have now. Alright, let's find that, old man. I can't walk through the reeds? Are you kidding me? Vial drained of all its booze, frozen in the ice.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sink. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely invest.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's in.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket.
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
As you sit down in the hinges creak under your nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor. The tune on your lips forms the lieutenant gives you a quick glance. Then, two birds on a wire, whistling. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
I'm pretty sure I told you already, didn't I? My dad and mom are both half Celite.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for. But does he know something about the driver of this vehicle?
A precinct. Yes.
Yes.
A police.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most
That's my car.
feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint. And no, just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here. Yes, let's go take a look.
I was the traffic hooligan all along. Hey! Got my badge.
This is it, the scene of the party, the fire pit. Not as such. I'm talking about what looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage
looks like it. Hey, let's keep moving.
That's me. Now I just need to find my gun. There has to be a way to get rid of that stupid little, like, thing. Oh, thank God. Get the hell rid of that. Oh, bothered me so much. Wait, there's quick travel in this game? What? Come on, Kim, get out of the way. Tulips on a bed. Construction material. Hey, more punk kids.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches the stone-kicking one becomes frantic.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. The rock kicker was just being...
You're bad with kids. Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police?
The kids don't
Hey, I don't want to be mean to the kids. Just be friendly. Look at what's inside of here. Hello?
Hello, mister.
She clutches a small stuffed animal.
My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my... Yes. They don't want to play with me. They look the same. They look identical. It's a grouse.
Wasn't
Grouse.
Garth, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy?
Sure. Just go and get it.
All right. You just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
It's Lammy. He's...
Lambie is a stuffed lamb.
Yes. Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a... No.
I think she means...
Yep.
Yes. Bye.
Toasty. Hello, ma'am?
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataract. I still have a golden ear. Oh, welcome, police officer.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came... No, not you personally.
Oh.
I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
That's brutal. BRBs. Alright, back. Sybil asks, this game fun? It is, but kind of for nerds like me.
Brooding. Needed some help opening the door. You got it up.
She says it as if he was on some kind of...
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black Hound.
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill...
Maybe they are, because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses. Ah, look at me ramble on. Stay. Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a... I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM. That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours. My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. Aye. The room is pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and roof over it. That's more than some folks have around here. Surely not the first one. So are you... Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the...
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't... This is pretty much a non-place.
Okay.
A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees,
The
an
parks.
old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens.
Alright.
Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets. And make the goodwill run out. The staff here for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunk...
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard.
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. And
All right.
then there's the drunks. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself.
She nods, rinsing another piece of...
Not much. There's the abandoned church.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something.
Anything else?
Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. No one. That's why
I guess
it's
makes
closed.
sense.
Now, what catch we do bring in goes straight into a lorry for the Delta. What? You're one of those real estate people we used to be a supply depot. We think. Sending goods and ammo. And now you know everything with me? No one. Now
Right.
it's your turn, Mr. Why, I
Harry.
guess I will, Harry. Aye, it just rolls off the tongue. He did too many narcotics.
Oh, great.
So many, he fell off his boat and split his skull on a buoy.
Jeez.
Folks who saw it say his head cracked open like a melon. Nasty, nasty. Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says. Huh, I might be half blind, but it looks like... Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till She's right over there. Yes, you do that.
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local.
Yeah. Sputtering.
The door has seen better days.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy. After we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for...
The key turns with a...
Warmth.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. Your hand trembles as you scratch your cheek. Thank God, I would have cut your throat. On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap.
Hand-eye coordination next, maybe?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it. The door.
Unmoored.
Hi, officer.
Oh.
Anything I can help you with? A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place. The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for...
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. It's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men.
Yeah.
And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from... Sure. Animosity. But boys will be boys. And
Can I borrow the sword?
I'm afraid not. Tempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check. You would put me... What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and that goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Oh? Believe me, everyone here is a proper man. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson
Great.
learned. Others were more thick-headed. Gone. To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
The lieutenant shit.
Yeah. By himself. Inadvertently. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with... Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy.
Yeah.
I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Are you? What a nice idea.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
He has a pen and everything. Here you go. I shouldn't have. That's what I asked you. It's a youth centre, and anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She...
Let's see. Who are you looking for? I don't think I know what these are. Aha!
Oh.
Like snowmen. Two
Yeah.
old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like. I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for? Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either. Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Well, how can I assist you then?
Is that your boat?
Is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry. Hi. Sunny.
No, ma'am. We have...
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff. Bad...
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slush.
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
All right.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Let's see if I can get this other signature then.
Our tenant, the police, Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign. Lillian's not the only one who's too thirsty.
She wanted to see if you would do it, and if she would.
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises. Then the poor get pushed out of their home.
That's not how it
and the
works.
rich
Totally
get a
not.
little richer.
Totally
That's
not.
the way it goes. So, no, I don't trust the fat man.
In her mind, the Union is right-wing because Everard is fat. She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her. It's really in her best interest to listen to you. You know how the world works.
I've heard that pitch before plenty. Building this, building that, new jobs, new blood. And what do you think I'm doing right now?
Tastes like soap.
Do you know who takes the cream off these deals? Real estate developers.
Ugh.
Go have some integrity.
It's okay. There could be another.
Oh, that sucks a little bit. Money. It's a hit. Man, this is a huge area. Jeez.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water full. There's rust and corrosion.
No, I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad. Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that.
Alright, I'm gonna save and quit, get into Overwatch, or something else, probably Overwatch. I know I was saying might be something else, but it's gonna be Overwatch. Alright, remember to like, follow, and subscribe. Be right back. Bye.